Rush into Old Navy for $1 cozy socks, today only in stores. Plus, frost-free jackets are $20 for adults, $15 for kids and toddlers. Today in stores and at oldnavy.com. Ends tonight. Cozy socks valid 12/9. Jackets valid 12/8 to 12/9. Select styles only.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. And this is episode 951 of this show. And I'm going to be doing an episode basically that deals with a situation that someone wrote to me about, because they were concerned that they were made late because of the employer's application, and that's going to be held against them. Hope you find this show helpful. Please give it 5 stars on iTunes or Stitcher. It helps other people find the show. And, it's the holidays. My birthday was earlier in the week. Christmas, New Year's is coming up. I'm finishing up my year in just a couple of weeks, my year about job interviewing. Subscribe to this podcast. Subscribe to my other one, Job Search Radio. Between the two of them, you are getting a mountain of information that I think will be incredibly helpful to you. And now, let's get going. I got a question from someone. It's a little lengthy, but the title of this video is not complete. I'll just read the question. So I had an interview where I arrived about 15 to 20 minutes before my interview time. When I walked in, I asked the receptionist where the restroom was. He directed me there. I thought I had plenty of time to go and gather my thoughts. Well, when I came out of the bathroom, the receptionist told me to fill out an application. I was taken by surprise because I just didn't expect to do that. Anyway, after filling out about 4 pages, I ended up having to see the interviewer 10 minutes after my initial time. Is that very bad or not so much? Because I was there on time, and then they want to tell me that she believed she heard a big sigh coming from one of the interviewers in the next room. The type of sigh that says, "I wish she'd hurry up." Anyway, when we were in the interviews, I believe they liked me. I just don't know how much. Please give me feedback. Thanks. Long scenario. Let me kind of dissect it. You got there early, went to the restroom, pretty normal thing to do. Focus. Now, we don't know how long you were in there. That's the one detail we don't know. Got there 20 minutes early, walked out 2 minutes before the interview. Yeah, I could understand if someone was a little distressed by that. If you were, shall we say, behave normally and just spend some time, I don't want to get graphic. I'll just simply say, completed what you needed to do and then focused your energy on what you needed to accomplish, and then were surprised by the application. I'm just going to tell you, don't sweat it. This is not something that's going to cause them to reject you. After all, they may have gone, a sound like that to indicate their own frustration because they wanted to start talking with you because they have an interview behind yours. So here's what we can determine. Number one is, if you did well on the interview, they are not going to reject you because you took extra time on the application. I want you to hear that again. If you actually did well on the interview, they are not going to reject you based upon the extra time you took on the application. What would cause them to reject you is if you interviewed poorly. What you want to always be doing is never put yourself in this situation. I know you know this now, but always assume when you've got the in-person interview that there's going to be a need for them to do an application. And as a result, give yourself time to complete an application. 7 minutes, 10 minutes tops. And although your penmanship should make it legible, never use terms like "see my resume." Just complete the darned application. But for your situation, I wouldn't sweat it. You are not going to be rejected if the interviewer started you off a few minutes late. And the last thing, for the future, when you're doing it in person, you might just simply say, do you need me to complete an application while I'm there? This way I can try getting there a few minutes earlier to complete it. And they'll go, hey, that's really cool. Hey, that's great. Thank you. We really appreciate it. So always try and time things in a way where you're going to be taken at the time that's designated. And for now, don't sweat this scenario. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here's a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to say that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, look at the tabs on the top and you'll see a menu of choices for you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, helping you with a salary negotiation, answering your question, advising you about a decision you have to make about job offers. That's all there is an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end. It's in half-hour increments, so it doesn't take a lot of time in each session, and that's another way you can do it. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing with folks who like the show and are interested in my help. Lastly, I also want to mention I've got a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it seems like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I have curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read that'll help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, hope you have a great day. Take care.
And now, insurance-minded speeches from Geico.
It's a common expression, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. However, what if the horse's mouth is filled with useful insurance tools? This is the exact case with the Geico app. Yes, the app is free and therefore a gift horse. However, look inside the app and behold, emergency roadside assistance, digital ID cards, bill pay. Get the Geico app. Look it in the mouth. Get amazing services. Thank you.
Rush into Old Navy for $1 cozy socks, today only in stores. Plus, frost-free jackets are $20 for adults, $15 for kids and toddlers. Today in stores and at oldnavy.com. Ends tonight. Cozy socks valid 12/9. Jackets valid 12/8 to 12/9. Select styles only.